And that was my sound check track. And now we're doing a mic test. Just a bit of early outtakes for the guys that are waiting at the moment. Just giving you a small insight into the crazy world that is live streaming. Good evening to everyone. Welcome back to the stream. We have another fantastic evening lined up for you all. It's going to be an incredible evening indeed. We're out of the group stage now. Let me just check that sound stage. Yeah. We're out of the group stage. We are now, we're in the top 4. We've gone from the top 8 into the top 4. The best of the best of the best. Heading through in the runnings now. Ready to kill R2K. Top of the table from the round robin stage. Closely followed by Legion's big game team. Then third place, Legion's main team, current defending world champions of the Twister Cup title, and then sneaking in fourth place. Very, very hotly contested spot that was, but in the end, the all German clan raid sealed the deal, and they are the fourth guys here. So let's go in to the action. Absolute pleasure. As always, to have you here with us once more. Time by my watch is 7:50 p.m. CEST. The games are starting at 8 p.m. That means the invites will be out in 5 minutes time from now. And then the games will be starting in 5 minutes after that. So we've got a bit of a wait to go. 10 more minutes as you're watching it now before we get stuck into the action. Let me see if I can't fiddle with the camera just a tiny bit there, and also do a little bit of settings changes here too. Auto mute, the worst setting if you're trying to stream. Useful to have on, useful to have off. Frustrating that I can't figure out how to hotkey it just yet. So yeah, we're warming up. It's going to be a big evening. There's going to be 2 matches this evening. First of all, it is the let's have a look actually, because the wording behind this, you're absolutely forgiven if you find it confusing, because I find it confusing, and I have been studying the league, I'd like to think, quite intensely for quite a while. So we're through to the final stage, and it's the semi-finals upper bracket. If you're on the website, you can have a look and see quite a good little breakdown of the flowchart there. First game, it's going to be Legion versus Big Game. Legion on Legion action there. One of them's got to lose. They're going to play. Now, we were previously playing best of 5 matches. Now we're on best of 7. First team to 4 victories, as opposed to 3, goes through. So it's a bit more forgiving. And it's a double elimination. So basically, a team, as soon as they lose to 2 opponents, they're out. That's them done. And what we're going to see this evening is 2 matches, and at the end of this evening, out of the 4 teams, 1 team will have been eliminated, 1 team will be through to the grand finals and will be snagging either the first or second place, and the other 2 teams, they will have to play each other. First match on the 13th of October, and the winner from that going through to the grand finals as well. So potentially we're going to be covering 2 matches today, and there'll be 2 more matches brought to you by one streamer or another for the grand final day on the 13th of October. So Legion versus Big Game, R2K obviously versus Raid. I mean, if you didn't figure that one out for yourself, it's not a good sign. So not a huge amount of analysis to do, really. Actually, no. Tell a lie. We can have a look at the maps. Maps, very crucial. Something Sten, one of the guys from Legion's main team, has been pointing out to me recently over the last week or so, that actually map pool can make a huge difference to the outcome. of games between teams, because although teams, they may be stronger or weaker respectively, some teams are very good or have really good strats on some maps, other teams a little bit less prepared or not really finding their stride on it. So the first games are going to be on Fort Despair, then Mayan Ruins. We'll definitely see Fort Despair and Mayan Ruins. If it's 4-0 to one team or another, I don't think we'll go 4-0, but you never know. Then we won't see the next map, which is Naval Frontier. And the tiebreaker, if we go 3-3, which is extremely unlikely, but you never know, the tiebreaker is going to be Desert Sands, and it's all to play for now. The winner of these 4 teams in the Devil Eliminations going through to Minsk. The runner-up having a shot at the wildcard slot, but that is no easy thing. Let's just get stuck into my garage a little bit here. And E100's birthday boy. Let's rock the E100. Maybe I'll have a game in between matches if there's time. I don't have many replays. I've been a little bit pressed in my day job. I haven't been able to quit the 9 to 5 yet. I didn't manage to bring any replays in. Still, reminder, if you have replays, please do send them through to me. Would love to see you guys bringing up some big damage numbers. So please do make sure that you get those over to me. Excellent stuff. Now let's see here. Got some things to open. Any things to open. Ooh, huge container. And some common containers. Boosters. 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 What do you reckon? Boosters? I think it's going to be boosters. Where's boosters? Hey! Never complain about free stuff. I'm happy. I'm happy to get free stuff. Please don't take this as a complaint, Wargaming. I like free stuff. Keep the free stuff coming. Great to see so many of you viewing live on stream. Let's see. Having a bit of issues in terms of stream health, but hopefully that shouldn't be too much. Zero Code Easy fell out. Yes, the All-Stars team were defeated, unfortunately. They almost got into the top 4, but eventually between Raid and First Alliance, they didn't quite make the cut. So the invite's out. Big game versus Legion. We're ready. First map, Supremacy, Fort Despair. It's a best of 7 series in total. There we go. It's a best of 7 series. And Fort Despair, we can bring the mini-map up now. I had some issues. I do apologize for those of you who are watching the North American stream on Tuesday night. Well, Wednesday morning. Had some issues with the hotkeys. Hopefully I've fixed that. No promises. No promises. So let's have a look now at the mini-map for Fort Despair. And DJ mode is going to be deactivated. There we go, like that. Fantastic stuff. Fort Despair, a timeless classic of a map. Really, it's been around for a very long time, and teams have had a lot of time and opportunity to practice this and refine their strategies. There's these guys, I mean, I'm sure it's the same on Russia, Asia, North American servers as well. But at this level of competition, the clans here just absolutely unbelievable level of map knowledge, in-depth strategies, the firing lanes they can set up with TDs, just next level really. Certainly you're going to look to see map control being a heavy thing here. Bait strategies, trying to anticipate pushes, try and launch effective pushes. It's very difficult to move around the map. If you look at the kind of the middle, you go from the top left to the bottom right hand corner, it's very difficult to kind of move in that line, across that line, without getting spotted. The art is moving tanks around sneakily and out-positioning your opponent, either ready to receive them as they push into your heavily dug-in tanks, or to sneak up upon the enemy when and where they least expect it. So having a look at the lineups now, Legion main team, no surprises here. Another conservative, solid lineup. We're seeing Russian and Chinese heavies, 3 IS-4s, 3 113s, backed up by NG, the man in the backfield in the 268. This is a pretty standard tactic for Legion. It's worked well for them in the past. The question is, are big game, have they been paying attention to the streams? How well prepared are they for this particular lineup? I don't know. We'll have to see. Big game doing something that I've not seen them do, at least not for a while. We're looking at Vupsi in a Foch 155 and Weiss in an E3. These tanks are good on this map, but they require, turretless TDs. They either work very well or they cause problems for the team. It's difficult sometimes if you get caught off guard. If you're on the back foot, turretless TDs can be a bit difficult to maneuver in terms of countering and reacting efficiently. But certainly the rest of big game, falling back on the current meta, which seems to be 113s backed up by heavies, or on some maps 113s backed up by some good hull down mediums. For Fort Despair, relatively flat, apart from the area between A and B where there's a little bit of elevation here and there, and the little window boxes between B and C. Relatively flat, lots of opportunities for side scraping, rewards a good heavy tank with side armor like the IS-4, or a good heavy tank that can go hull down, the IS-4, but even more so the 113. And the speed of the 113s for the flanking maneuvers likely to be very important indeed, getting into the first game. And we are now 15 seconds away. Teams looking quite balanced. Certainly no huge differences in tank compositions here, apart from an extra TD on the field for big game. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game for both teams. Certainly, my money is staying in my pocket. I don't have a clue where we would be betting here. Romka rocking the R2K fan banner. Isn't that a controversial choice indeed? And we are now in the action. Legion, red team, north spawn, big game. Blue team, south spawn. Legion wins. You're absolutely right, Blas. Legion does win. It might not be you, though. It might be the other Legion. The big game. Let's see where we're going. Try and get a nice spread here. We're seeing big game. The E3 and the W113, well, the IS4s and a WZ113 pushing here. RG, ooh, big push coming through from Legion here. RG is spotting Thomas, Blast, Papasten, left nut. Thomas getting a little bit of a HE roll there from potentially Vupsi. RG spotted up by Gangdalf. Now, this is big advantage to Legion. Vupsi putting some more splash damage onto Thomas. RG taking a little bit of damage as well. There, the WZ113 in the window. Legion with the advantage. We saw them rock this strategy before. What they're doing here, they've pushed into C and now they are surrendering ground. And what's going to happen is big game are going to have to come in if they want to cap C, and that is going to be bad for them. It's either going to get them out of position, and you can see Papasten and Gangdalf now are flexing back across towards the AB area. Romka in the IS-4 for big game, doing a great job bouncing a shot from Oxbow there. He's cap B. That's going to keep the cap points only 100 points ahead for Legion, which is a little bit of a stop, or potentially 2 kills for big game to catch up. Or big game can get A, but A is notoriously difficult to cap in randoms, let alone in clan wars. So now we've got Oxbow, NG, Gangdalf spread out back. This is NG in the 268 in the Overwatch position. He is there. He's got lines of fire over A, and he can also shoot into people coming in through B. Big game need to do something. Legion have the advantage in terms of initiative. Dada and Hidden Strawberry there, IS-4, 113s, trading quite well with Legion at the moment. Big game with a tiny hit point advantage.
But having knocked off quite a bit, maybe they started with an innate disadvantage. Big game there. It looks like we've got 4 tanks from Big Game off to the left. 3 tanks relatively separated, actually. If Legion cotton onto this, they will be able to isolate one of those groups, either RG, Vupsi, and Veta, the IS-4, Foch, and 113 there, or cut across here. Legion seem to be, well, Legion they're doing a similar tactic. The question is, who is going to flex where? How are they going to do it? Big Game are the boys that need to move. Vupsi there. Vupsi is relocating. Now the field of fire, now he gets spotted. That could be a lot of problem for Veta and RG, because now they are at a distinct disadvantage if a push comes this way. It looks like Legion, Big Game team, blue team here, are moving, stacking themselves to come through A, B. Certainly NG in the 268 will be ready to receive. Gangdalf, Oxbow there on the other side. They're going to be spotting up targets for NG. NG is so far in the backfield, not even his own team can see him. He is going to be able to fire with impunity across any push Big Game make along the A area. He's got lines of fire, but Oxbow taking a hit. Vice taking one from Gangdalf there. Trying to pay attention to the minimap. It looks like Legion are also stacking. It's Blast stacking a little bit on C. Let's try and get stuck in. Oxbow potentially, he's losing a bit of hit points. He's having to play cautiously. He's trying to spot reverse side scraping there. Not many people spotted by either team. You've got to remember, they can't see what you can see. So there's really a guessing game, and RG taking a tremendous amount of damage. Punished, that must have been NG. NG reloading there, it was NG. And that's a big blow to Big Game, because RG now down to a one-shot, even for a heavy tank. 440, a pretty good roll, but a nonetheless near average roll there. RG effectively out of the fight, not able to really push. The pressure's coming. Now we've got about 140, 160 cap points to go before Legion snatch victory. Big Game gonna have to do something, and it looks like Oxbow's flexing in towards B. Oxbow's flexing in towards B. That's gonna buy more cap pressure, because you can see Big Game here are looking for the push on C. Oxbow's capping out B. Oh, Romka doing a good job here, but he's eating a lot of shells. Great play by Legion. They're gonna lock this one in the bag. It looks like Big Game don't have anything here. Their forces are divided. They're not gonna be able to win by killing Oxbow alone. Oxbow is going down though, but Romka, Veta, hugely outnumbered. Big counter push coming in by Legion. Left nut, Gangdalf, NG, Blast, Thomas. In they come. Good night, Romka. They finish off Oxbow, but Legion here, they've surely got this one in the bag. NG's gonna go for the low kill RG, but Thomas picks it up. NG trying to get round to the back of Whoops, that side armor. He's not going to manage. Is he going to manage? A big HE roll into the back of the French tank coming. Oh, 1,200 hit points done. And Thomas potentially to finish off Whoops. Left nut taking down Whoops. Great play by Legion there. And you see that they used the C cap to bait Big Game in. And was awesome. And damage spread. The damage not tremendously in the favor of Legion, but the guns certainly 6-3 all round, though really a very, very strong performance in terms of map control, strategic awareness, and guessing Big Game's move. Really nice to see that sort of brutal tactical supremacy coming through from Legion there. Big Game was an issue for them to lose the initiative early on. Legion, the main Legion team, they can play from, it doesn't matter whether they get the cap first or not. A lot of teams really rely on securing cap dominance. The team led by Thomas, they've proven time and time again that doesn't actually matter too much to them. But certainly for Big Game, it's been a lot from what I've seen, from what I've heard. They really do, if they can secure the cap lead early on, it works out a lot better for them. And if there's any team that you don't want to have to push into, it's going to be Legion, the team led by Thomas, because, well, they know how to flex very effectively, and trying to find a weak point in their strategy is notoriously difficult. So let's see, Legion versus Legion. stream's looking good, which is nice. So now we're just going to switch the spawns. Lineups. Big game switching to 250Bs and 2E3s. An interesting combination there. Legion bringing in a Foch and an E3, potentially throwing big game strategy back at them, almost by the looks of things. And big game diversifying the playbook slightly. I'll be interested to see how those 50Bs are brought to bear in what is, to be quite honest, a very tricky map for lightly armored clippers. There's opportunities to use them, but there's also opportunities for opponents to use them against you. And well, let's see where they're going. That's going to be my question. Where is Hidden Strawberry and Veta, the two 50Bs? Where are they going for Legion? Because that will determine a lot about this battle. And it looks like big game are going to be pushing out towards A. Certainly we've got a lot of the boys moving out this way now. The E3 is going to be pushing up into aggressive firing positions. Legion doing something very similar. NG in the Foch 155 stacking behind C. Quite a mobile TD. He might be able to cap that. If Legion spot enough big game players over here, they spotted 6. And this will mean that NG in the Foch will be quite confident to go into C. They spotted all 7. Legion could react to this. NG certainly in the Foch could relocate into C, but if he does that, it will trigger big game, knowing that they've got a numbers advantage here. Great play by Thomas and Ganged but Blast taking some crossfire here, over-angling Binny in the E3, also getting a bit of damage here. Big game certainly getting the advantage in terms of guns, angles of fire, but Thomas, Gangdalf, Blast stacking up, overgunned against Romka and RG. Oopsie in the E3, the 50Bs there, ready to receive the push. NG in the Foch 155, not going for the cap. It looks like Legion are going to be going for the kill game here. Hidden Strawberry and Veta flanking. Good move here, potentially by big game. It could be catching a lot of the Legion players off guard. This is quite sneaky. The 50Bs coming through the middle, cautiously pushing. They don't know where NG is. Thomas, really, it looks like big game have got great fields of fire here, but Papa Sten's covering there. He's seen Hidden Strawberry, he's seen Veta, and now Legion know, and this means NG's coming in to support. Where's Thomas? Thomas and his boys, they've seen where the 50Bs are. They've managed to take down RG. It looks like big game stalled a little bit there. They should have brought the 50Bs round, because now Legion are capitalizing on knowledge of big game's tank positions. And Romka is the next to go down, and it's a 2-gun advantage to Legion. Hidden Strawberry and Veta coming in too late. They've taken down Papa Sten, they've taken down Oxbow. Hit points in the favor of big game. 2 guns down apiece. Veta going for B. Hidden Strawberry taken down there by Blast. Binny in the E3 backing up. NG in the Foch with a good angle of fire. Veta on the long reload. Tentatively big game. A gun down, surrounded. Voopsie in the E3. He's going to have to take down Thomas. Someone's going to have to deal with that low hit point tank. It could be Voopsie. Or Dada. Dada might push across. Gangdalf in the 113. He's going to pull in. Voopsie takes down Thomas. But now it's Blast. Blast is on the move. He's on the hunt. He's behind Voopsie. Blast is going to finish off Voopsie. That's going to keep things. No, he's not. Ooh, it's going to be another shot. Big hit by Voopsie. Key into Gangdalf. Voopsie knows he's a goner. There we go. Blast to finish off Voopsie, but Veta's taking down NG. It's 3-on-3. Blast's coming in. Let's see. Binny and Gangdalf. The position favors Legion. What you've got here is Legion 3 tanks around 3. Big game, somewhat in a bit of a pocket here. Vice. Oh no, Vice made a terrible error there, pushing out, getting exposed, but that was the angles advantage. Veta on the long reload. He could clip out Blast here. 1. Oh no. 2. Gangdalf to finish off Veta. Dada versus Binny. Binny's going to finish Veta. Gangdalf finishes Veta. Binny's going to get Dada, unless Dada can get the reload in first. Dada's got the reload. He could do it. Dada potentially for the carry here. Bounces. Critical bounce on Blast. Can Dada do it? Can he get a Kolobanov in this stage? Oh, amazing play by Dada. He's taken 1. He's down to 551 hit points. He's got Gangdalf here. Big game. Pulling it back out of nowhere. Great hit point retention. Dada's got to make this shot. He doesn't make it. Oh no, Gangdalf's going to get the reload on him. Can Dada bounce this shot? Can he do it? No, he can't. Gangdalf. Oh wow. Gangdalf taking it for Legion. So close. 75 hit points from 1 tank. What? Oh, I really thought Dada had him there. What a critical bounce. Great play by Big Game. Great play by Dada. 3.7k damage. Almost a Kolobanov carry in the top 4. Unbelievably close. Wow. Okay. So that's the thing. That was good. 75 hit points between both teams on the field. I don't think it gets much closer than that, to be honest. I think that's like literally, when it comes down to one shot between it, it shows you just how evenly matched these two teams are. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, next map. Let me get my composure back together. I still have a sore throat. I'm still dying of one infection or another. But we're now moving on to Mayan ruins, another map which is quite well explored now in terms of the Clan Wars meta. Not as explored as Fort Despair, but certainly both teams will have a very deep pool of strategies that they can call upon for this map. Looks like Legion are going from the mobility. They're stepping up the game. They're getting out of the heavy tanks. They're moving away from what we saw in Fort Despair. We're seeing 50B, Leopard, Batchat. Bit of a mismatch in terms of, well, the Mouse, I'm not sure how he's going to fit in, but certainly they've got a plan to make him work. Big Game redeploying the double 50Bs, Voopsy, Hidden Strawberry there, and Romker in the STB-1. The STB-1 could prove to be a little bit troublesome. It depends how effective Oxbow and Gangdalf are in the fast tanks for Legion. Certainly Legion have got a more aggressive and varied lineup. Big Game a little bit more conservative, but those double French heavy clipping tanks could potentially be the source of an upset for Legion's main team here. Although Legion are also rocking a 50B, so there's not a huge discrepancy in terms of, and let's see the hit point pools. Do Legion have an advantage? 4-9. Big Game bringing more hit points to the table. The Batchat and the Leopard and the 268 causing a 6k disadvantage to Legion. Now Romker in the STB potentially about to be spotted by Oxbow. The soft cover. Okay, Batchat. STB spotted. Oxbow is not going to be able to get the gun down there. Legion with the heavy tanks making a push into A. All of Legion apart from Binny spotted. Big Game capitalizing here. The flanks coming. Gangdalf and the Leopard's going to have to run away. They're pushing through. Great move. Oxbow in the Batchat going in towards A. RG in the E100 potentially caught out here. His allies, it looks like, yeah, RG could be in all kinds of trouble. Oxbow is going to come around the corner. Oxbow's proximity spotted RG. Now Thomas in the 50B is going to come round, unload 3 into RG. RG needs to get out of there. RG is going, oh, big HE roll. It was worth it. It was worth it. And now Thomas is being brought into a crossfire. Amazing stuff here by Big Game in terms of positioning. They're not behind that much on cap points. Big Game with C, starting off blue spawn north, Legion red spawn south, grabbing A. Certainly there's no easy recap from here. Binny in the Mouse though going for B. Legion with the dominance. RG out of position. Voopsy and Hidden Strawberry bouncing blast. Hit points neck and neck, although Big Game looking to use the Clippers to extend their lead. Hidden Strawberry might be able to finish off Blast. It's going to cost him though. He's pushing. Oh, Romker in the SDB. Great flank here by Big Game. Hidden Strawberry to finish off Blast. 1, and now Thomas is going to get chased down by Voopsy and Hidden Strawberry. What's happening on the other side of the field? Oxbow, Gangdalf here. Vice is going down. RG's down. 1 gun down apiece. Legion looking 2.4k HP less healthy, but NG, Oxbow, and Gangdalf now coming round on the flank. Hidden Strawberry to finish off Papa Sten. Last is AFK coming toe-to-toe with Binny. Binny, the big man in the middle, and the Mouse getting pushed by Veta, getting the flank on by Last. He's going to get support by NG and Gangdalf. Voopsy on the long reload. And there we go, Hidden Strawberry finally taking down Thomas, but Legion, 3 caps in their favor. They might be able to do this on cap points, but they're losing guns. They're losing guns very quickly indeed, and they're down. It's almost a 3 times hit point advantage for the big game, and now it's 5 guns on to 3. This will give them the mobility and map control advantage that they need. Last is going to be able to cap B. It looks like Romka, the low hit point STB, has just secured A. Voopsy's on a long reload. Hidden Strawberry's pushing the chase on Gangdalf. Eats one from Oxbow. Oxbow's on a long reload. They need to take down Oxbow and Gangdalf. The mobility from Legion is going to be troublesome. Hidden Strawberry there, missing an opportunity on Gangdalf. Where's Oxbow? Oxbow goes down. I was about to go to him, but he's gonna. Voopsy getting the key shot in here. NG could do a high roll onto Voopsy. He needs to push down, but Voopsy's got one in the chamber. Voopsy gets one in, but NG could potentially finish him here. Low roll on the HE. He's gonna get another one in. Voopsy needs to get back into cover, but Last is AFK out of nowhere, finishing off NG. And it is now Gangdalf, 13 hit point Leopard. He could drive into a wall and end it all, but Hidden Strawberry picking up the final kill, and that is big game, bringing the score 2-1. Legion winning both games on Fort Despair. Big game. They used those 50Bs beautifully. I thought RG was in a bad position, but that might have been a bait strat because it pulled round the Legion tanks, and they just got absolutely clapped there. Spanked 3 ways from Sunday, and great play by Big Game, establishing dominance overall on that map. Get my face back. So if you see, let's actually have the mini-map back. Legion played a very mobile strategy around C. Big Game was slightly more conservative in their positioning to begin with, keeping the tanks grouped together. If my memory serves correctly, I think Legion had a lot of tanks in on A that came round the corner to flex on B, on Voops, on RG, who was overwatching P in the E100. And then there was a bit of a gun advantage in the favor of Big Game as well, who were on C. That forced Legion to retreat off the C base, and the initial hit point trading certainly going in the favor of Legion's Big Game team. Legion potentially getting a little bit overconfident there. Thomas pushing around in the 50B without full knowledge of the map and the position of the enemy tanks. Not a complete rookie mistake, but it certainly was something he's going to be kicking himself over. Big Game managing to catch Legion slightly off guard on that one. Lineups now, RG in a 215B, a very rare tank at the Clan War scene. Interesting to see where that tank's going to go in this game. Legion upping the ante, double Leopards. They've been working that strategy beautifully in earlier stages of the online finals. I really, really enjoy these double Leopard strategies. They are fast, aggressive, and dynamic. And we are now switching the spawns. Gangdalf and Oxbow, the men of mobility on the field for Legion. Certainly Legion, the much faster force. It'll be interesting to see how Big Game deal with the double Leopard threat. Certainly the 2 Leopards between them team up much better than the Leopard and the Batchat did. They're able to move at the same speed, engage with a consistent level of DPM, and just sort of like, I mean, 2 Leopards are different to 2 Batchats. Let's see what's happening here. The Leopards playing fast and loose on C. The heavies from both teams. Looks like Legion once more. Red team, no spawn this time. They're stacking up, and it is Papa Sten using this cover to great effect. He's going to get A. That's going to be a big advantage. Binny off to his right, locking down the middle here. Gangdalf taking a bit of fire, taking a bit more fire on the way out. The Leopards having to pull back. Legion moving their medium forces back into the red spawn. That's going to mean that Romka in the STB, he's going to be able to cap out C. It's going to be about a 60-65 cap point lead. 60 cap point lead to Legion. Legion love a good cap lead do they not? Big game now. Need to seize the initiative, make a move. And we've got Romka in the STB. He's going to play the middle, use the view range, but there's a lot of soft cover there that Legion can exploit. Their leopards in the corner can spot, and they can run if they get pushed, or they can flex to another part of the map. Ooh, Thomas getting a cheeky shot into Romka. Romka overreaching a little bit. Not an easy spot to play hull down, and also keep the opponent spotted, but he's could engage Thomas effectively from here. Let's see. Big game. The 140 Vice there, so they're mediums stacked up on C. It looks like Legion are bringing the leopards a little bit closer to the center. Certainly, Binny here has got a crucial role for the Legion team, because he is an absolute linchpin locking down the middle of the map. He'll be able to spot up anyone pushing through B or on the lanes ahead of him. Legion may have a slight blind spot here. They've got the A cap. That will alert them if anyone comes through there. Big game potentially could make a push, but Thomas has got support from Blast, Gangdalf, Oxbow behind him. Where are the two leopards? So it's Oxbow in the corner using the sightlines. Gangdalf there, yeah. The mobility, the sightlines of the leopards going to be serving Legion very, very well. We're 3 minutes in. Legion, a strategy of patience once more. They've got their position set up. The question is, how are Big Game going to flex? Romka's taking a bit of damage. Voopsy's taking a bit of damage. Voopsy and Vater in the middle here, not trading tremendously effectively. A 700 hit point lead for Big Game at the moment. Not anything that can swing the battle tremendously in their favor. Hidden Strawberry in the 100. Last is AFK, shoring up the right flank for Big Game. And RG here in the TD spot. Quite a strong position. Actually, if you look at RG in the T-49 missile event camouflage, he's got soft cover, he's got hard cover. He can side scrape off that with a rear-mounted turret of the FV-215B. And he's also got a good angle there on his front chassis armor. He can spot anyone coming through there. Blind fires. He knows certainly someone, and it's Papa Sten. These two, they must know where. They have a rough idea where they are, and when there's nothing else to do, you might as well kill a little bit of time. But we're seeing a push, the minimap. Let's see. Vater. Romka's flexing off the middle. He's spotted Gangdalf, and Oxbow has spotted. Romka's going to get a shot into Gangdalf. No, he's not. He's going to hit the ground instead. 200 cap points left for Legion. Romka's been spotted. He's lost the element of surprise. Legion now flexing, and there's a counter push coming. Who is that? Oh, it's Blast. RG in trouble. Papa Sten. Oh, the Leopards and the 113s. There's amazing mobility, but Blast getting absolutely hammered there on the cross. He's going to try and shield RG, but it's not enough. He's going to try and shield Blast, but Blast goes down. RG goes down. One gun down apiece. Certainly everything still in the favor of Legion, although Hidden Strawberry is going to get taken down by potentially a massive gun advantage here for Legion. There we go. Voopsy getting a big hit into Papa Sten. Not big enough, though. Thomas, Vice, and Romka coming around. Thomas having to get out of dodge. Vater. Who's Vater targeting? Binny. Oh, Voopsy takes down Gangdalf. They're stopping the A-cap potentially. This is gonna... We've got 2 minutes left. Voopsy going down to NG. It's going down into a brawl. Who's flexing correctly? Who's getting in the right spot? Big Game with a hit point advantage. Legion with a gun advantage, only by 1 though. They need to wrap it up. There we go. Vater taking down Binny. Romka to finish off Thomas. Can Romka do it? Can Romka do it? Yes, he can. Big Game looking strong. Big Game with the points. Big Game bringing the scores 2-2. What a great move by Big Game. 2 pushes happening. Well, the push by Legion wasn't needed, but Big Game capitalizing there, bringing their mediums in through the back. Big game for NG in the 268. But the one of the Leopards here, Gangdalf, getting hammered, and certainly Blast taking over 1,000 hit points worth of damage on the crossing there when you look to engage RG. RG was the sacrificial lamb in the U100 on the previous game, and he was a sacrificial lamb in the 215B in this game. He must be a masochist at heart. What a fantastic move. Now we're tied up 2-2, going into the next map. and that is going to be Naval Frontier. These guys are giving us a show. This is great. This is tournament tanking, to quote a Blitz esports commentator from the past, Bushka. Yeah, tournament tanking. This is some top level play, some coordinated pushes, some good flex responses. And now we're moving on to Naval Frontier and Legion falling back on a more traditional strategy. The bat chat 113 is backed up by Russian heavies, IS-7, IS-4 and a 268. The Russian bias is real. We're ready. Big game. Looks like they're copying Legion's playbook. A lot of 113s and a lot of IS-4s, but they've got the E4. E4, we haven't seen a lot of the E4 actually, to be fair, in the tournament so far. Quite even lineups, although the bat chat there, Oxbow, is going to give Legion the edge in terms of mobility, but Big Game have the edge in terms of hitting power. Double TDs there, and if the 268 and the E4, if they can get a hold of Oxbow, HE roll will make very, very short work of him indeed. We're going in to game number 5. Third map, Naval Frontier. Supremacy. And I love this camouflage that Oxbow's rocking. It really, really suits the bat chat. I hope Wargaming release the Twister camouflages again, because I will be dropping some gold on those. I regret not buying them for some of my tanks last year. Potentially even the year before I think they came out. It was nice to see them re-released in 2017. So Oxbow here, spotting aggressively, but he at risk, potentially. And he's been spotted. Oxbow Blast spotted, Romka RG spotted. Last in the IS-4 pushing into C. He's going to have Hidden Strawberry in the Overwatch behind him. Both teams sending a 113 to the top corner here. Gangdalf, Hidden Strawberry going toe-to-toe. Last, looking unspotted. Looking like he's in a very strong position. Oxbow is going to try and get eyes on him. Whoa, what's happened over here? NG climbing Mount Everest for all intents and purposes. Wow, this is going to be a very interesting game for NG, because he is going to be higher than anybody in the map. He might be able to see every single cap. Will he be able to? He's going to see everyone. No one's going to be able to see him. He's going to have such good insulation. Who's he going to shoot? He's got a target. He's waiting for the reticule to come down. Blast is taking some fire. Papa 10's taking some fire. Looks like Legion are bleeding hit points, but Big Game potentially about to bleed a lot of hit points. Indeed, we've got Oxbow. I don't want to go away from NG. I want to see him land a huge shot. Oxbow is going to cap out B. It's going to be a 100 cap point lead in the favor of Big Game. Good start for them on this map. Good start for them indeed. Blast quite low, 50% hit points there. Thomas going to push up into A. If that Legion need this, Legion need A. They desperately need A. Blast here pushing out, spotting Romka, getting spotted in return. Legion, if they can get A, no they can't. Good crossfire there from Last. Last is going to be able to potentially stop Thomas from pushing up. What's NG doing in the backfield? Not a tremendous amount at the moment, although Oxbow is stopping the C cap. That's good for Legion. And it looks like I don't think Legion are going to be able to, Big Game are going to be able to counter that. Certainly with NG now in what I can only describe, and there's NG getting a hit into Hidden Strawberry. NG in the mother of all sniping positions. Look at him. It looks like he was dropped off there by a helicopter. Last pushing up into C. But it's going, this great play by Oxbow, it's going to put the cap points in the favor of Legion. And NG unspotted, complete cover there of C. Nothing Last can do to reset that. Gangdalf there in the 113. Oxbow spotting it. Legion with C and B. With their 268 in that position, Big Game, they really don't have many options. Romka's going to try and push into Blast, but he's going to get... Look at that, NG can see everywhere. This is a well-rehearsed strategy for sure by Legion. and I'm sure they would have preferred to save it for later, but they're feeling a bit on the ropes here, clearly 2-2 with big game, so they brought out the big guns, and they've revealed where they can put a 268 on this map. Voopsy in the E4, going for B, last, trying to get the reset there. Oxbow, oh, they flexed Hidden Strawberry away from the Overwatch position, and Oxbow can see Hidden Strawberry, he's not pushing out aggressively, and we've got big game, Voopsy in the E4 getting the A cap, but that's not what they need. They need to stop B and C. Legion at this point with such a strong cap lead do not care about A, but they're not even letting Voopsy. Oh no, Voopsy didn't even get hit. He pulled off, I think, or got tracked. Last trying to stop C. They're going to have to stop B as well because there's only 150 cap points left on the table for Legion to collect, and they can collect the win. And NG farming, his damage numbers are going to be absolutely huge. Last and Hidden Strawberry here, potentially going to catch. Oh, Last misses the shot. Oxbow has to get out of dodge, gets one into Hidden Strawberry. Thomas taking down Voopsy. It's all over potentially now for big game. Oxbow's going to finish off Hidden Strawberry. No, he's not. He's on the wrong long reload. Last is going to stop him. Last stopping Oxbow from getting away. Oxbow on the long reload. He might be able to finish off. Oh, RG taking down Binny. It's close. It's much closer than you would have thought it would have been. NG's got one in the chamber. Oxbow finishing off Hidden Strawberry. NG looking for the shot on Last. Two in the chamber for Oxbow. It's all boiling down on the other side of the map, but we're desperate to see. Can Last can finish off Oxbow, and now it's 2 caps. For big game, they've managed to get B and C. They're stopping the cap pressure ticking over. They've got a gun advantage. Somehow, big game have turned this round. Now it's Gangdalf and Papasten and Thomas. Oh, they take down Veta. Romka's got to get a kill here on Thomas. He's got to do it. He does. Gangdalf's going to take down Romka in return, though. There we go. Oh, but RG out of nowhere in the 1-1-3. He's going to get finished by Papasten. Oh, no, he's actually quite healthy. It's 2 guns onto 3. Big game are going to re-establish the lead. RG, can he toe-to-toe Papasten? RG, 528 hit points. It's a high roll from Papasten to finish him. RG with the DPM though. What happened? Amazing. I have no idea how big game did that. That was awesome. Epaxi, I'm sorry, I'm midstream, mate. That was awesome. I have no idea how they did that. NG 3.2, not as effective as I thought he was being. Vice in the 268 though, showing everyone how it's done. Vice and RG, what a stunning game. I honestly thought when Legion had both caps and they were up towards about 800 cap points, there was nothing big game could do. Big game though, pushing at the right time in the right place, managing to control both caps and come out on top in terms of the in terms of the damage game as well. That I don't know if that was by chance or by design, but if that was a strategy, a counter push engineered by the brains of big game. Noting that Veta, Vice, Voopsy, and RG are all top commanders in their own right. That was something. I wish we had another stream because I feel like we missed so much in that game because there was so much happening at the same time. Big game leading Legion. They've come back from 2-0 down. They're now leading Legion 3-2. We're ready, we're good. They're only 1 point away from advancing to the next stage. Legion needing to tie up, and I said it's unlikely they'll go 3 for 3. What do I know? Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing at all. These guys, just the games are so close. It's so tense. We're seeing some amazing strategic work here by both Legion teams. What an honor it is to watch these guys duke it out in team play like this. Really some next level tanking on display here. Get the Legion logo on. Legion, the team led by Thomas, need to do something special. Lineups, Legion falling back on a 1-1-3, triple IS-7 lineup. It's aggressive with Oxbow there in the back chat for spotting. Big game, E3, 1-1-1-3, STB, Batchat. Big game with the mobility and the firepower, like kind of pushing the ends of the spectrum, but less balance overall. Potentially a big iron fist here coming from Legion. But we're seeing RG and the SDB pushing aggressively on C. Legion are going to go for A. It's going to be who can control B. And Legion making a push for B. No, Binny is spotted. He's not going to push out. He doesn't feel confident. Oxbow does, though. Oxbow feels very confident. Oxbow becoming one with the wall, hiding his tank. Going to get B. Legion now establishing a 2-cap strat against Big Game. But Big Game, they've got C deep in the backfield. They're going to wrap around Legion. Will Legion push through? It looks like they will. Legion playing hyper-aggressive. Thomas getting caught out here. Oh no, Vice blocking Last. But Last getting a big hit into Thomas. Thomas realizing the error of his ways, pulling back. Papasten leading the next charge. The IS-7s are Legion coordinated. Can they bring this back? They've just lost 3 games in a row. Papasten now focusing Last. Oh, gets a key bounce in there. Oxbow 3 in the chamber, 1. I would have waited for the flank 2. He's wasted some DPM here. Gets Vice. Oh, Big Game. These TDs were out of position, alone, no support. Binny's down. Thomas is low. It's going to be 2 guns apiece potentially. Oh, Big Game also securing B. Big Game with the cap lead. Big Game with the gun lead. Big Game with a cap point lead. Hit point pool lead, though, in the favor of Legion. NG in real trouble, though. NG isolated. You've got a Gangdalf, Oxbow, Papasten, Blast into one place. And Voopsy, he's reacted really well. Voopsy here putting the pressure on NG. NG in the 1-1-3 having to get out of dodge. But Hidden Strawberry goes down to Blast. Veta's going to get focused here. Veta surrounded by red tanks. It's all about positioning, all about reading where the enemy are now at this point, and also remembering to control those caps, because although Legion are heading cap points, Legion 5 guns to 3. Big Game have got A and C. Voopsy and RG elevated. Finishing off Papasten. Oxbow pushing into Romka. Romka gonna drop down, getting 1 into Blast. Oxbow 1 into Romka. No, misses the second one. That was crucial. RG is gonna come round and cover. Oxbow potentially to finish off Romka with a good roll. No, it's not enough. Voopsy taking down NG. They need to deal with Oxbow. RG taking a big hit from Blast. Voopsy. Oh, wow. It's 3-on-2. Big Game potentially locking this one in. Oxbow potentially with the carry, though. Can he do it? Yes, he can. He gets 1. He might be able to finish off RG here. He's going to have to be patient. Maybe not. Voopsy in the back chat for the carry. Can it be done? Takes 1. Oxbow trying to block Voopsy into the fire of Gangdalf. Voopsy taking down Oxbow. Voopsy's got to get out of dodge. He's got to run. He's got to do it, but I don't think he can. He's about to take a big hit. No, he's been tracked. Oh, come on, Voopsy. You can do it. And this could be it. This could be Big Game taking the series. Gangdalf now unable to push Voopsy. This is it. Big Game win. 4-2 to Big Game. Great play. Wow. Big Game beating Legion main team. Gangdalf having a cracking game. Binny caught out of position around the B cap. Voopsy in the backchat 25T. Great hit point pool management throughout the game. Good target priority by both teams. But in the end, the cap control and having a backchat on the field, giving Big Game everything they need to walk away with the win. A bit of an upset here. Legion, the team led by Thomas, arguably the number 1 or number 2 seed alongside R2K. Big Game with an upset. A real upset. That puts us in the garage once more. Ooh. More boosters. Ooh, big container. Go on then, why not? Yeah, more boosters. More boosters. Cool. That's cool. I wanted boosters anyway. I'm working on my my free XP pool for when the next tech tree line comes out. I'll just be able to go straight there. So this is exciting stuff. Big Game doing big things. Big Game through to the next stage, and the weird names that they give it, that they give these stages. Let's see. Well, you know what? Talking about upsets, let's forget seeding. Why do we even bother with it? You know, I mean, I mean, Legion, main team, R2K, both top seeds. At least I called them as top seeds, and kind of dominating the league standing so far. And now they just, R2K have lost a raid. Legion have lost a big game. What good are my predictions? I feel like I'm letting you all down. And probably you're letting yourselves down because you're probably just as surprised. Certainly, Raid beating R2K because if we look at the group stages, actually, let's go to the matches history. Raid lose to R2K in the group stages, 3-0. Raid lose to R2K in the group stages, 3-0. You're seeing a trend here. You're thinking, I think when R2K and Raid play again, R2K are going to beat Raid. And when it counts, when you get to like a double elimination phase. No, Raid beat, Ready to Kill 4-2. What? But then, I think if we look at Big Game, I think actually Big Game were able to... Yeah, so Big Game beat Legion top team at the end of the round 2 of the group stage. And they beat Legion top team in the first part of the top 4 double eliminations best of 7 series. And Castilla, Port Bay, Faust, Oasis Palms. I've got some of those. I know I don't. I don't have those maps hotkeyed at the moment because we couldn't see those maps before the group was drawn. So I can't really. We might be able to. I think I might be able to find a way to show you those games. That is going to be basically 10 minutes past 9. So the invites are coming out in 20 minutes. I don't know if you feel about how you feel about hanging around for 20 minutes. But let's go through. I also want to talk to you a little bit about the other server regions because it seems like upsets are just the order of the day globally on the World of Tanks Blitz esports scene. If you're like me, you keep an eye on everyone everywhere all the time. In the tournament scene. So North America don't play yet. They're playing basically at 3 o'clock in the morning Central European summertime. I'm covering that if you're interested. If you're an Insomniac or a Mentalist and fancy being up at that time and tuning into the stream, I'll be bringing that to you live as well. In Asia, ST1, also effectively the EHRE2 team, that went to the Mobile Masters, that basically were in one of the most recent competitions that Asia featured in. They've been knocked out first. They lost the lower bracket semi-final, so they're out. Feast, the team that was only through on a tiebreaker from the group stage, has gotten into the grand finals. They were effectively in the 4th place position, having beaten ST1, the number 2 seed, and then beating ID, the number 1 seed, the Twister 2016 championship clan. So upsets for Asia, and North America yet to come. And then let's refresh the tab and talk you through Russia. Russia are still playing some games, or the games are yet to be provided. Basically, we have the results from the upper bracket semi-finals. Gucci Gang team from the clan G-Game, GGAME. They were in the round-robin stage. Their last 8 matches, they won 3-0. They won 24 games in the top 8 online finals of their region, back-to-back. 24 matches, undefeated. And then they lost to Void's Sabotage team 4-1. What? C4 beat Ace Ventura, Void's other team, the second team, 4-0. And as I'm seeing on my screen, C4 tying with Void's Sabotage 3-3. So Ace Ventura and Gucci Gang team playing in the lower bracket semi-finals also tied 3 apiece. So I'm not sure who's out and who's through just yet, but that should be available soon. We've got time to kill. I can't get over this though. This is this is next level stuff. I mean, like, really. I predict in my head, I predicted the games, and I predicted them the exact opposite. I was like, okay, Legion Main and R2K are going to go through to the upper bracket finals. No. So what I'm going to do now, noting that we've got like 20 minutes before the invites are out or so, is I'm going to leave you with a replay that you may or may not have seen before. Get a glass of water, so I die a little bit quieter. And then come back and we can potentially talk through the map pool and the implications of the upcoming games, because the EU server just turned on its head there in the opening pair of games from this evening. What replays do I have? I think I have one. I have one trick. Oh no, I think we've seen this one. You know what? I'm going to play it anyway. And then I'll come in and we can watch me nab out on PC controls. Enjoy, keep farming those twisted coins. A reminder for those of you at home who may not have read the description or may not know, if you want the twisted coins from watching this stream, follow the link in the description below, go on to Wargaming's portal, log in with your Wargaming ID, and that is how you collect the coins. Yeah, let us get stuck in. A big shout out to His Royal Fatness birthday boy from the North American server. Good to see you tuning in. Have a great day, mate. And yeah, hope you're enjoying the action. been reliably informed by Winters of the Sparta clan that position has been known for a long time. Well, it was new. It was new to me. I didn't know you could put a tank there. That was impressive. And a 4K damage game for me, and more friend requests than I know what to do with coming in the last couple of days. I legitimately think that it takes me longer now to load the game up. Now having so many friends in the friends list. JJ, the Ultimate Purple Squad. Yes, I will accept that friend request. So anyway, that's a thing. I'm out of replays. I don't want to keep you bored. We've had this tank ready. Let's open my last packet of boosters. Hey, boosters. Let's do it. Let's play the U100. Big tank. Turn the DPI settings down on my mouse. Get stuck into a random battle. There's a 5-minute delay on the stream. The teams can't snipe each other. And you can't snipe me. Ha ha ha. Oh wow. I haven't played PC in a while. I mean, not half a week. Haven't really played enough PC in general in my life. Did some remapping of the controls though, but forgotten them all already. E100, big tank, encounter battle, no supremacy caps, sniper button. So I switch between that. See, you guys should be on the ridge, and I should be there. But you know what? You know, okay, where's? There's 2 grills somewhere. We've seen them. RNG. Pray to RNG. We can see all the red tanks in the corner. I feel confident doing this. Rightly or wrongly. Nope. Wrong ammo choice. I was ready for the grill. Now my team needs me and I'm not there. No! I'm coming! Fall back. Just out of position. All kinds of... Don't go! Look, you're a no armored tank. You need me. Don't go. Save the tanks! What? Oh, I did my job. Okay, we're up. Nope. Go on, shoot me. Shoot me again. No, don't do that. Don't actually pen. You can shoot as long as you don't penetrate. What? Charge! Just doing no damage at all. Absolutely no damage whatsoever. Shoot me. Shoot me. No, don't shoot then. Good. Now he's going to get the reload on me. No grill for the save the day. Okay, I'm being a team player. I can't control my tank, but I can be in the right place to get shot at the right time. Son of a... Where's the grill? There you go. Also, the left shift key is really hard. Really hard to get. I regret putting my HE there. Go on. Oh, mobile cover. We're gonna have him on the reload. Grill's gonna push. We're gonna drop the adrenaline. Go on, hit my track. Ah, HE. We found the left shift, it's there. Don't do it, you're a dead man. If you do that, Kleist from the XE clan, well, one, you're gonna block me and that will make me sad. No. Be blocked. Go on, hit me. 3 damage for you. Victory shot for me. Team GG. Oh, 2k damage. You know what? In PC controls, I will take that. I will take that. Great play by him, team player there. And he was clearly a team player as well. My opposite number in the 100 with the opponent, 4.4k damage. Well done, Jorn 007 from the Two Fire Clan. Thank you for the upvote there. Alright. We got time. We got time. Let's see. Good evening, US Mac What B. Good evening to all that's saying. I'm kind of half paying attention to chat. I don't know if any of my mods are here. Satan, Dutch Punisher's here. Good to see you, Dutch. Cougar may also be tuning in. And I think I've got BTHF from the Win Clan as a mod as well. He might be there. If you're there, BTHF, say hi in the chat. Or not, I don't mind. Chat, who's chatting to me now? Nameless, bro, like always a good stream. Oh, yes. So much fun. And Jorn. Well played, Jorn. 4.4k damage. Karan. This guy has been asking me for a bit. I haven't checked it out myself, but he seems to think it's a hit. A wonderfully created website for challenges at blitztankstats.com. I don't know what it is. I hope it doesn't give you a virus. You go there at your own risk. I'm not officially endorsing that. But Karan 2002 from the HE, the Hope Clan. Okay, I trust you. Okay. It's been seen. Right, let's do another game. I don't want to play tier 10 again. Tier 10 on touch controls is scary. I don't like it. Friend request. Yes. Friend requests. More friend requests. Keep them coming. Nom 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 nom. I'm going to play T49. No, I played the T49 before. I don't know. I'm spoilt for choice. This is what happens. You get so many tanks in the garage and then you spend half your time thinking, I don't know what to play. You know what? Let's play the WZ Blaze. This is clearly a good choice. Me on PC controls in a not OP tank. I like it. What boosters have I got? Might as well grab some credit boosters. We've got time. Do we have time? No, we don't have time. I don't want to miss the game. We've got time, we've got time, we've got time. Got 5 minutes. Let's go. It's exciting. But we're top tier, that's a good start. I'm not seeing anyone that I recognize, which is also a good start. Oh, my HE's left shift, not a good button for your third ammo type. Alright. I don't know how to ping the minimap. Apparently if I push Z I do that. 5. I am an SOS noob. Help me. I need the carry. I need to be carried. Alright. Oh my god. Aiming hard. Aiming very hard. I'm not gonna see him. He's gonna go under the... Yeah. I like how I hung around for that. Okay. The LTTV should be able to support him. Or should be able to take the VK. We might be able to farm like one shot of damage maybe. Or the Chiri will get him from behind in the flush. Enemy SU could make very short work. Oh yes, indeed. Just stay still. Stay still for long enough for me to lay a hit on. Yes, finally. Some damage. Okay, we've taken down 2 tier 6s. We might... My alpha tanks, very unforgiving there, no scope. No, you're not even auto-aiming as well. There's the SU, now I feel better. Knowing where the big hitting tanks are just opens up the field for you. Because you can do this, you can push, get the kill. The rear turreted tank likes fighting in this kind of position, although the gun elevation, a bit of an issue there. 5 guns onto 4. Make that 5 guns onto 3. Oh, spotted, no SU. Oh no, the SU is there, okay. He's going to push the KV-2. He's tunneling him, he's tunneling the KV-2. Wrong target, my friend. Wrong target. Enemy's got a T-34-85 and a KV-1S, it looks like. We're ready. We're ready. We're going to hit him. He's going to come around the corner and we're going to hit him. We hit him! We dropped the adrenaline. Oh, we thought T-34-85. It's KV-1S. He's reversing. We've engaged. We've engaged auto-aim. It's letting us down. Oh, we're up to epic damage. No! Don't kill him. That's our teammate. Alright. We can push in. We're confident. It's 4 on 1. He's only 1 KV-1S, but he is pro player 998. He spent the game in an ineffective firing position, though, but he could be here for the big carry. It's unlikely, though. It's unlikely. And it looks like ARL is doing the damage up close and personal. KV-1S missing the shot. We'll take that. Oh, no, we won't take that. We'll miss. We'll bounce off the front there. That's a shame, but it's a 2k damage, I think, game at tier 7. I'll take that. I'll take that and walk away with it. With my head held very high indeed. More friend requests. Friend requests. Team. Good job. Very good job. You're a team player. You did what TDs needed to do. Oh, look at the timing. Look at that. Look at that timing indeed. Here we are. We're not following the winners, we're following the losers. Trailing. And this is important. And let me tell you why this is important. This is very important indeed. Because this is super important. Basically, the loser of this game is out. It is the end of the road. The Twisted Dream dies for one of these two teams. And these two teams, I called it in my first stream. I said these were my number 1, number 2 seeds, tied. I think if I said I had to pick one, I would have picked R2K. And certainly they came top of the round robin. But now the double eliminations, the brutal double elimination series, threatening to bring them down. Now, I don't think I've got it hotkeyed, but through the miracles of OBS, I may be able to bring the minimap of Castilla up. No, I do not. Do I want to bring it up? Tell you what we're going to do. We'll bring this one. I'm doing some editing now in OBS. This requires a tiny bit of thought. Let's see. Oh no, that's just all. That's all wrong. No. You're actually seeing a work in progress. I feel like an artist. And you're watching my my work. There you go. Magical, absolutely magical. And voila, we can see the minimap, and it's It's only slightly messing around with my OCD in terms of positioning, but I'm over it. I'm sure you're over it too. Castilla. What a great map. Yeah, it's different. There is a spawn bias here. They are very different in terms of the tactical offerings. So it'll be interesting to see whether the teams kind of do similar things from the same spawns. What you've got basically on the left-hand side, the A area, is what you would consider to be more the medium flank. And you can play that A flank. The north spawn, the red spawn there, that's going to be Legion starting there to begin with. Lots of TD spots along the ridge, just above the river there. And you can also put some TDs in the back top left corner. Let's thank you. You know what? Let's stay in the blaze. We had a good game. We're ready. Okay, we're ready. That's good. So yeah, you've got you've got some really good TD spots from the north there to cover A, and certainly the A cap goes along with control. Between A and B is the Castilla area itself, that elevated. Wait a minute. We're looking at the wrong map. That's frustrating. I can't believe it took me that long to notice. So yeah, let's just close that down. This is what happens when you try and do something last minute. I saved it as the wrong thing. That's why I saved it as Castilla, but it isn't Castilla. I haven't actually brought in Castilla. Excellent. Okay, let's just turn that off. Basically, there's an A cap. It's embarrassing. I should know my mini-maps. I'm focusing on trying to do too many things at once. The A cap, it's all about medium work and using TD positions to provide covering fire. The C cap is heavy, but it's very exposed. The B cap in the middle is a good cap to sneak in early on. But it you can get punished for doing it. Let's look at the lineups though, and forget that we talked about the wrong wrong minimap for like 2 minutes. It's just, I need like someone paying attention to what I'm doing. That's not me. R2K double mouse strat looks like they're going to be going for the BC, but you never know. Legion double E50M, the boys from Legion doing me proud, taking some diverse strategies here. Looks like they've got a pattern E50M and a chieftain, so Legion going to be super mobile on this big mismatch here. Pattern, chieftain, E50M, grill, Legion, red team, north spawn, blue steel, WZ113, please win. The mantra accepted by object. R2K very heavy. Interesting to see what they're going to do with these mouse tanks. The one mo with I love that camo that he's got there. I've got it on my 215B. What are they doing? Where are they going? Zerd, the commander there in the STB1, or is it Winch? I'm getting conflicting information from my sources. Pavel Hermoz, IS4, pushing up here. It looks like Legion are going for A and B, the medium tanks here from Legion. Oxbow and the pattern going towards A. The 250Ms going hull down over B. Legion about to, well, ooh, R2K making a good call, not stopping for numbers, double tap there. Binny and Thomas. Binny's going to have to push. It's a stalled push though. Now there's two R2K players caught out of position. The Mouse and IS4 slow up towards B. Ineffective fire from Blue Steel there. Let's get into, ooh, lots of damage being done all over the shop. To R2K, Zerd and the Blue Steel bleeding here. Hermroz and the IS4 getting into a good hull down position. Oxbow capping A. He's going to try and get elevated into the Castilla. Get some good spots out there over R2K. Hermroz getting hammered there a bit as well. Legion in a strong position now, but the mouse tanks capping B. Do Legion have effective fields of fire? Oxbow spotted. He's got a good crossfire there. Object 3 in the R2K. Does he have an angle on Oxbow? It doesn't look like it. It's Koss. It's the mouse tank still haven't capped it. They're not capping it. Legion doing a great job of resetting B, and they've basically, it's cost the mouse tanks a lot of hit points to do that. There's now a 2k HP advantage getting extended shot by shot in the favor of Legion. Legion with A, R2K with B, R2K looking very low. Papasten, Binny, and Thomas here. Good positioning. Thomas and the Chieftain with an excellent field of fire. Ooh, gets a HE roll from Object 3. Papasten, the 1mo very low. The 1mo caught in a really ugly angle here. He's going to go down to Papasten, taking the first gun. The honor, no, negative. Not happy about that at all. Winch also out of position. R2K on the ropes. The blue steel, the honor, trapped in crossfire. The E50Ms, I'm really interested to see the damage spread here. Who from Legion is doing the business, because the fire bases, the E50Ms hull down on the ramp towards B, backed up by NG in the grill behind. Oxbow controlling A. Legion, the positioning here is wonderful. The 3 heavy tanks, I mean, the IS-7's effectively hull down. Oxbow eating a big hit. That must have been Object there. Object in the 268. Papasten getting a flank on the blue steel. He's getting shot up, though, by Zerd. Zerd in the back. And now we're seeing Blast losing some HP. Looks like R2K getting the measure of the position of the Legion tanks. Legion potentially getting a bit overconfident with the gun advantage. They need to be careful that they don't let it slip. They're still 2.3k HP ahead, and a gun ahead, and about 150 cap points ahead, thereabouts. They need to make sure that they don't let it slip, and the honor and blue steel owe a lot to their guns in the back. Object 3 keeping them alive, but Zerd's flexed away. Potentially Zerd making a move for Oxbow and the A cap. That's what R2K need to do. They need to take down a gun or two, and they need to stop A. Zerd here, let's get stuck into his action. SCV camouflage, good choice by the clan commander for R2K. Pushing up, he's going to get crossfire onto Oxbow. Oxbow spots him, gets one in return. Blast flexing back. Oxbow's position compromised here, and that's a good move by R2K. Good play by Zerd, great flex. Really good move. Hermroz also in a key position, a position that works very well in randoms. The E50Ms getting out-traded. They've lost the element of surprise and the mobility that they had. And Object 3, super OP player by the stats, pushing up here. He's repositioned for better angles of fire. He's going to be able to affect Oxbow, potentially the E50Ms. NG in the grill, though, up there in the back corner. The eye in the sky, the big heavy hitter for Legion. He's going to play a key role. If he can land some good shots, he can swing the balance. Certainly Zerd, it looks like Zerd's making a move. He's not spotted up. NG, he spotted NG. NG in trouble now. NG been spotted by Zerd. Zerd gets a shot in. NG getting out of dodge. NG taking a second shot. Didn't react quickly enough to the light bulb. Now Zerd's pushing into Oxbow. Zerd's going to be able to take down Oxbow, and he's going to be able to re-establish control of the cap. Zerd to finish off Oxbow. Now Blast. Oh, but Zerd's down to a one shot. Legion still with the lead. It looks like Winch is making a move with the mouse. He's going to push into the 50Ms. R2K establishing a multiple fronted push here. Object 3 down to 14 HP. Something big happened to him. Must have been NG in the grill. Eggy, NG. Winch kind of out of position, getting backed up by Hermroz. Hermroz taking damage from behind. The Honor and Blue Steel pushing. Whoever takes the next kill is going to make a huge... And all the hit points. Look at the hit points though. It's 5,500, and there goes Eggy, there goes the Honor. But you've got to think Legion, with so many low hit point tanks, on the field for R2K. Now the Blue Steel going down next. Oh, Hermroz, the Blue Steel down. Legion taking the game. Great positioning in the opening gambit. Gave them what they needed to do the business. So many friend requests. Aha, we're in. And Thomas, surprisingly, I didn't see him getting that many shots off. I was always looking in the wrong place, but 3k for Thomas and a 5k plus hit point advantage in the favor of Legion. That is fantastic stuff. And that is 1-0 2 Legion. We're ready up so we don't miss it. We're swapping spawns now. Legion starting in the south, R2K starting in the north. Legion doing a very, very good job of out-positioning R2K. R2K almost flexing back with Zerd's push on Oxbow, but they were just... The mouse tanks really restricted their mobility, and with the 113 and the IS-7 caught out of position up against Thomas there, just past the C-cap, there wasn't much that they could do, really, very quickly. They had to work very methodically to try and establish a front to push from, but Legion kept their cool and were able to deal with that effectively, very effectively, it seems. Now, looking at we're seeing the blue steels going into the Foch 155, the Honors in an IS-4, Object 3 sticking in the 268, Winch in the Batchat 25T, Zerd going into a heavy tank. Pretty standard lineup there by R2K. Legion, Thomas staying in the Chieftain, he's having some really good games in that tank. And we've got Blast and Papa Sten in the 50Bs. A glass cannon strategy coming. 2 French heavies, 1 French light tank, a grill, an STB. Super mobile, super aggressive lineup by Legion here. I don't know. Is it going to work? That's the real question that we have to be asking ourselves, because they can be really potentially caught out of position by the very sort of sturdy and standard lineup of R2K. Legion certainly based on their lineup, they don't have many chances to slip up. If they overreach or they let themselves get pushed on, it's going to be very difficult for Legion's lineup to withhold the push from the heavier R2K force. But Fake Shock is saying 50Bs are going to decap A. That's a pretty good call. We've seen Legion do that in the past. Do they think that you've seen that, though? That is the question. And Winch here for R2K, their man of mobility. Yeah, look at the 50Bs flexing over to A. Winch, he's got the speed boost. What he needs to do... No, he's not going to A. He's pushing the B area. Fake Shockish calling the attention to there. The blue steel... What? The Zerd is in the FV215B 183 Hammer. Didn't see that last minute change up. I thought he was in an IS-4. So, you know, there is that. Winch and the 1-mo making their way towards A. Oxbow spotting up. Oxbow's been spotted. Zerd's cottoned onto that spot. The only tank lit up there for Legion at the moment. Getting elevated. Some shots being made. Nothing connecting. The blue steel not finding the mark over there. The Honor and the Fake Shockish IS-4s. Similar strategy to what Legion had in play, but rather than having a Chieftain here, they've got the Honor in the IS-4 there. Great position. NG in the grill, getting spotted, taking a hit there. Very soft tank, but Winch in the Batchat 25T has lost a lot of hit points, down to 50% health. He's got the 1-mo in the IS-4 above him. Is he going to risk A? He's got a lot of fire support from Zerd in the 183, but Zerd's going to have to split his attentions between the IS-4s on the C flank, although Blue Steel and the Foch can do that. And then in the back here, it's a 3 TD setup from R2K. It's the 268 Chaser, commanded by Object 3, and the 1-mo. This is Papa Sten getting some hits in there, stopping the 1-mo from capping. If Object 3 can find his mark on the 50Bs, HE roll from the Russian TD, that'll do about 900 hit points worth of damage, and that will open up the flank to R2K there. But Winch being quite low poses a bit of a problem. It really takes the edge off the flank. The 1-mo's lost a bit of damage as well. Legion with an innate 600 hit point advantage, and it's sort of being extended a little bit. Certainly the Fake Shock is taking a bit of splash damage there. Thomas, Legion now getting some shots in the 1-mo, and Winch finding some angles. Thomas working the terrain here very effectively, blind firing, not connecting. 3 minutes in, it's a game of patience. Anyone's guess as to how this one is going to pan out. Certainly we know that R2K are wise to the move by Legion of positioning the 50Bs to decap A, so they'll be either looking to set that up as a bait strat and trap the 50Bs into overexposing and then getting hammered by the 183 hammer, who has just fired, not found his mark on Thomas Legion. The fake shot Christiana biding their time, the blue steel locking down B and getting crossfire into Thomas. Thomas not in a position really that's going to be easy to get out of. Oxbow here playing very boldly with the light tank camouflage. Let's have a look over at the 50Bs. Papa Sten and Blast. Blast, though, very interesting position. Playing quite exposed. No real fire angles onto him. Eggy in the STB could get a lot of spots in. Good position for Eggy here. We saw Papa Sten on this time. Last time Legion played on this map, Papa Sten was in the STB. He did that very well. We're seeing a repeat of the strategy here. Eggy with the reset. Double shots in there. Blast spotted the 50Bs. Good trade for R2K. Good trade indeed, but they're not able really to cap A. I think they know that unless they reposition the TDs, they're not going to be able to outtrade Legion on this flank. Zerd repositioning in the 183. Still looking for shots. Who's going to make the move first? If you've ever wondered how to climb this ridge, that's how you do it. A game of patience. We've got Blast, Eggy, Papa Sten, the 50Bs, STB versus Winch, Mo, and the Object 3 there in the 268. 3-on-3 action. The Blue Steel and Zerd splitting the distance between them and the other two. The other flank component, Fake Shockish and the Honor in the IS-4s. Legion, Oxbow kind of backing up Thomas, connecting him to the rest of the team. Thomas spotting up the huge area over C. Great hold down position for that tank. Potentially about to get lit up by the Honor. Maybe. 2 minutes to go. I don't know. I think it goes down to... There's no cap point difference. I think it goes down to damage inflicted, but I could be mistaken. Oh, he does it! Zerd does it! Finds Thomas, connects. And Thomas now down to 76 HP. R2K working on getting those angles in position. Thomas... they need to rotate him out of there. We're going to see potentially Thomas pull back, Oxbow come in and take his place. 1.5 minutes on the clock to go, and it's looking like R2K are in the lead in terms of damage inflicted, so they could take this game on damage alone unless someone gets a kill, because the cap points are going to be neck and neck until someone takes a base or someone makes a kill. And now we're seeing the Honor. He's had a good guess that Thomas has pulled back. He's spotting aggressively now. R2K know that there's... And this is a good move. Well, it's a move. It's a decisive move. Legion are stacking. They've left C relatively exposed. It looks like Thomas actually... I don't know. I don't know how either team is going to do this. But Oxbow in the bat chat, spotting up Zerd. Zerd potentially with a huge hit coming in here if he can bring the gun to bear. Oh no, Oxbow's in all kinds of trouble here. There's nowhere he can go. He's got tanks to the left of him, tanks in front of him, tanks to the right. He is potentially a goner. He needs to get out of there. Winch there, gonna get some more shots in. Object 3 narrowly missing him. Oxbow's pushed him down into the river. He's at danger of drowning here. Legion on the ropes. The Blue Steel pushing in, smelling blood in the water, quite literally. The Blue Steel to finish off Oxbow. And now they're also getting C as well. This looks like it could be R2K's game. 9 seconds on the clock. They've got the cap point lead through the kill. Legion desperately need to do something, but they've lost Papa Sten. This is going to be R2K's game. They take down the 1 Mo, but it wasn't enough. R2K bringing the scores 1-1 apiece. Hi to Logan Sloan, cheering for straight. This is the wrong the wrong server match there. Damage inflicted. R2K out trading, out positioning Legion. Maybe the spawn bias for that map coming through. The next one we're looking at now, though, is Port Bay. Let's see if I've got... Okay, this is definitely the Port Bay map. This is definitely Port Bay. Actually, let me just... We've picked the mouse. We're showing our allegiance to the clan members here. I'm trying to remain as neutral as possible for you guys at home. But deep down inside, I am a Legion player. I am cheering for my clan a little bit. But 1-for-1, brilliant play by R2K on that one. And it is going into Port Bay. 44 seconds on the clock. A and B, the caps in the city area, typically neglected in random C, the wide medium cap by the river, the preferred location for many players in random battles. And looking at the lineups, R2K double T62 alphas backed up by heavies in a 268. Looks like they're going to be playing, well, they could be playing either way, to be honest, with that lineup. And they've got a lot of options. Legion, Oxbow supporting in the back with the Grill 15. Lots of mediums. Legion looking more certain for C. We were going to call an approach, but obviously it's not all about one cap. It is about map control and general management of the battlefield as well. And we're in. Let's see how we go. Thomas back in the Chieftain, loving that tank. Interesting lineups. Both teams rocking the Russian medium, the T62 Alpha, receiving a whole host of buffs over the recent updates. A DPM, accuracy, shell velocity machine for all intents and purposes. And just a kind reminder to all of you at home, make sure you're watching through Wargaming's portal so you can get those Twister coins. And also, I know some people wonder about free cam controls. There are the controls listed on the forum, but to control the camera speed, control and then one of the numbers 1 to 9, 9 being the fastest, 1 being the slowest. And if you're in training rooms using the free cam, that will make your life a lot faster. The Blue Steel and the Fake Shockish pushing out, standard move by them, getting deep behind C. They're going to be very effective very effective positions. And there we go. Eggy in the IS-7 spotted, taking 2 shots already. Great moves by R2K. 3 shots. Legion out of position, not getting the spots in effectively, getting hammered. And the Blue Steel, speaking of getting hammered, taking some shots in return. R2K with almost a 2k hit point lead now, after knocking half of Eggy's hit points off and chipping away at Thomas's. And they've managed to secure C, but it looks like Legion are going to rock the 2-cap strat. They've got A, they've got B. It's going to be on R2K to push in now. And, ooh, big hit indeed between Oxbow and Gangdalf. R2K, Winch and Zerd losing momentum, falling into the trap. The Blue Steel and Fake Shockish coming around the side of Gangdalf. Oxbow in the grill potentially to support them. Gangdalf in trouble. The Blue Steel, Fake Shockish pushing into Gangdalf. Gangdalf in an isolated position. Could be an error here, a tactical error by Legion. R2K aggressive, feeling the momentum coming in. Gangdalf going down. Eggy low. R2K with the advantage. Big hit by Oxbow into the Fake Shockish. Winch pushing. Eggy low. Winch going down. It's going to be a 2-gun advantage to R2K here. Winch is going to finish off Eggy. R2K, the T62A, is going for C. It's not about caps anymore, boys. It is coming down to a gunfight. And there we go. It's a 3-gun advantage, or 2-gun advantage. The Honor's gone down. Blast is going down as well. Great focus fire and momentum here by R2K. It's 6 tanks onto 3. Hit points, though, and caps. Well, caps in the favor of Legion, but, I mean, at this point, that's really not what you need or want. You want guns in the fight. T62 Alphas not going to be able to resist a push here by the heavies. Winch and the 1mo doing good trades there, and Oxbow is having to flex, but all of the Legion boys are spotted. They don't know where several of the R2K tanks are, though. R2K re-establishing cap control, getting B and A. Legion now with C, but with limited options. If they can focus down Zerd, that would give them a good start, but there's still T62 Alphas, and they're coming. These are going to be important tanks for R2K to close this game in their favor. It's going to be the Blue Steel, and the Eggy's coming in for T62 to Zerd. He finishes him off, but it's cost him dearly. Can he outplay the Blue Steel? The Blue Steel starting off with a good hit point advantage in this trade. NG, getting out of dodge. He's going to get finished off, though, by the Blue Steel. High roll there. Was that HE? I think it was. NG down to his last 23 hit points. Oxbow down to 129. All over for Legion at this point in this game. Great moves. Papastan taking down the Fake Shockish, but realistically, realistically, it's all over. Great play by R2K there. Really amazing push through C. Gangdalf being horribly out of position there, and even Eggy overexposing in the opening stages of that game. Really great play. Good reading of the battlefield by R2K. Let's see. 1 minute to go. Swapping spawns. R2K leading Legion 2-1. Legion gonna have to pull something out of the bag to recover from that. A very convincing win by R2K. R2K looks like they're stacking up for a heavy strat now. Winch in the bat chat for the eyes and mobility, but double mouse on an E3. Looks like R2K are going to push in to that the A-B cap in the city. When the lineups come, certainly the double leopards from Legion can make quick work to C. I'd like to see when the lineups come through, Legion controlling, well, capping C and controlling B. Maybe they can bait R2K, but R2K playing very, very well this evening. Very conservatively and aggressively all at the same time, knowing when and how to push, certainly on the last game. Beautiful move there. Mismatch again in the lineups. R2K, heavy. Legion with the mobility. They need to not get caught out. I think that is the take home now on this one. Remember, whoever loses these games is out. First team to 4 victories wins the series. Oh my god. I have no idea. I don't know. It's going to be close. The games, it's going to be very close indeed. Players loading up into the battle. Do or die for both teams. Legion, if they take this one, will tie up the scores. R2K, if they win this, one victory away from staying in the fight and putting Legion top team out of the running for the first time ever in the European Server Twister Cup. Bearing in mind, Legion represented Europe, the same team, Thomas 2016 and 2017. R2K potentially to put out the defending champions in the course of the next couple of battles. Oxbow and Gangdalf, they read the lineup, they dropped the speed boost, they're going to get into C first, they're going to double cap it. Winch is going to go for A. What are the heavy tanks from Legion going to do, because they need to control B? Zerd and Shockish making good moves here. They are going to stop the Leopards in their tracks. Certainly if Gangdalf and NG push aggressively through here, Zerd could get some spots in. Ooh, but the Honor being brave in the mouse, being very brave, pushing into B. The heavy tanks from Legion ready to receive them. But this is what the mouse tanks were built for. They were built for trading. They were built for this engagement. And it's NG in the 113 and the Leopards flanking round. Zerd's got eyes on that flank. The mouse tanks getting reset here, but they've got B. It's a 2-cap advantage to R2K to start with. Legion once again on the back foot. Do they have the position? Do they have the mobility? Do they have the nuance here? And Zerd potentially out of position, but Oxbow eating a big hit here. The blue steel in the E4 coming. Winch pushing round, counter push here by Winch in the Batcha. Misses the first shot. Hits the second. He's going to take down Oxbow. Crippling blow here to Legion's medium flank. NG gets one in. Gangdalf can potentially outplay Winch, but the blue steel is going to come around the corner. Big HG roll into Gangdalf, saving Winch's bacon there. The blue steel finishing off Gangdalf. Everything all to play for. I don't know how to call this one, because Papasten's just finishing off the 1-mo. It's a 1-gun advantage to Legion. They're stopping B. R2K have got the cap points and the hit points. They've really got the hit points, and they're establishing a gun advantage. NG taking down Zerd. Everything's happening. Binny's getting pushed on the blue steel, potentially looking to rack up some more damage in his name. Binny's going to go down here. No, the Honor finishes him off. Blue steel focusing on Blast. He really needs to make this shot. It's 3-on-5. The Honor chasing. NG to save Blast there. Papasten. And Blast versus the Honor. It's not looking good for Legion. Papa Sten's going down. It's 2-on-4. 4,000 versus 1,600 hit points. You've got to think at this point, really, R2K would have to do something really stupid to let this one slip, and now it's 4-on-1. R2K sealing the deal. Blast going down, swinging. Object 3 with the kill. Object 3 with the kill. 3-1 to R2K. R2K one game away from putting the defending champions out of the runnings. So I'm not accepting Zoom requests. Ooh, R2K dominant on the Port Bay map. Is that a bad map for Legion? What is the next map? Because that could tell us everything. We're on Faust, a map that I am notoriously bad at commentating on because I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't played a Clan Wars match on Faust. I've only watched it. The game between Big Game and Legion at the end of round 1, I think. So I really have no idea how this is going to pan out. Legion up against the wall. They need to win this one and the next one and the next one. Legion needing 3 wins back to back. Are they going to be comeback kings or are they going to be shut down? Who knows? And we've got R2K, Chinese heavies, Russian heavies, 268 Batchat Mouse. Nothing too adventurous. Legion, Chinese heavies, IS4, Chieftain, Batchat 25T. Pretty standard lineups for either team. No obvious advantages or disadvantages. The only main difference being R2K with a mouse, a super heavy, and a TD. Legion, the lineup looking like it's going to favor focused fire, but R2K have been dominant in that arena so far this evening. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, let's see. 5 seconds to go. We're ready. We're excited. This is it. Potentially the last game of this evening if R2K can defeat Legion here. Faust, the newest map for World of Tanks Blitz. Complex, multi-levels, nice artwork. Rocket launches from a silo somewhere, I think. There we go. Whee! Enough of that stuff. Fake Shockish calling Mo to cap. The 1 Mo in the 113. Potentially going straight into D. The south spawn closer to D. The north spawn closer to C. Who is going to get the cap advantage first? Zerd in the Batchat 25T pushing up to A. His opposite number, Oxbow, in the Batchat doing the same. Oxbow using the speed boost to do it though. Oxbow in the Calhoun camouflage. Legion need the win. They really need the win. R2K not in such a high pressure situation. Early bit of damage. Cap lead going to R2K by the finest of margins. Binny out of position. Binny gonna get pushed. Binny getting pushed. 3 R2K tanks pushing on Binny. Binny isolated. R2K here with the advantage. R2K pushing in. The blue steel object 3 fake shockish. Binny going down early. He's definitely going down. He's getting no support. NG and Blast and Gangdalf rotating. Binny pulling around the corner. He's hanging in there. Object 3 with the kill. Can Legion come back from this? They're not focusing. They're not focus firing. And it looks like, and there's Zerd coming in. Crossfire here. Could be all over for Legion. They're surrounded. They're out of position. They're a gun down. They're down in hit points. This could be it. Legion on the ropes. Oxbow. Oh no, fake shockish and the Honor finished off. Zerd coming in to take down Papa Sten. Zerd with 1. He's going to get Papa Sten on 2. Gets Papa Sten. Now he's going to be able to get 1 more in. We've lost Thomas. We lost Papa Sten. We've lost Blue Steel. It's 4 on 4. Zerd looking low. Zerd potentially finished off. I have no idea how Legion managed to pull that one back. Can Gangdalf get the kill in? Yes, he can. Oh, Object 3 getting Oxbow, though it's 3 on 3. Hit points in the favor of R2K. Oxbow. Oh, a Blast, sorry. Object 3 is going to get a big hit in here. Object 3 to finish off Blast. Good night, Blast. Gangdalf out of position. R2K coming back from Legion's comeback. Gandalf going down. Winch shielding his teammate. Last man on the field, NG. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. R2K are going to be putting Legion out of the fight, out of the running for Twister. The reigning champions, no longer the champions. Gandalf, GG. Great sportsmanship there. Oh, wow. NG getting one in the 1-mo to finish him off. No. Object 3 in the 268. NG, GG. Well played, R2K. Winch, 38FR, raising the mouse gun in salute. Very well played, R2K, to take the series. It all came down to the brawl. Binny out of position there in the IS-4, going down very early. Legion responding, but not responding well enough, and ultimately being out-traded. Huge. 27 messages for me. Legion out. Commiserations to Thomas and the boys from Legion's main team. Let's see. I don't know what's happening. It looks like, I'm looking at the commentary here as well. It looks like Raid are beating Big Game. It's 3-1 at the moment for Raid, according to the comments that I'm seeing here. Let's see if we can pick up the results. Legion out to ready to kill, the end of their campaign. Day 1 of the final stage. Depending on who wins this game. So Raid leading Big Game 3-1. I'll play a random battle to cool down, to calm my nerves from that one. Super intense action. Well done. 1-mo, Blue Steel, Fake Shockish, Object 3. Great play by you guys there to beat the reigning champions 4-1. It's been pretty close in the encounters between those guys so far. I think Legion took the most recent one, R2K took the first one, and R2K took, well, today's one. By most recent, I was referring to the group stages. So yeah, let's play a random battle, and then we'll definitely know when the scores are in. No, tier 4 is just cheating. Tier 6? I think so. I think tier 6. I play the Star Chaser. The Star Chaser is my. I need an easy day tank. But it's PC controls, so you know, there's no such thing as an easy day when I'm on PC controls, and we're low tier. I prefer the enemy team's lineup to ours. We've got the Scots clan on the side, S4B20 clan. Ping somewhere between 30 and 50. Our Jolly 22 tier 7 heavy calling for the heaviest to see. Don't know if I agree with that move, but okay. Nope, I want to do. Yes, this is not a good move, but I don't want to get caught out on A. I also don't want to get hit by the KV2 in the city, to be honest, but you know, there's only so many places you can go. Type 58. We're going to get CNA. We're going to get the early cap lead. I shouldn't be playing in the city versus a KV2 and a Tiger P on the enemy team. I need to give myself enough room to get out of dodge. It looks like the enemy's stacking. And there we go. I was saying, yeah, don't play the city versus the KV2 and the Tiger P. Look who we found. We found the KV2 and the Tiger P. I think that was a hit. I didn't see it. Yeah, it was a hit. No, bugger. Didn't think the KV would be pushing for us. He made a wise choice. Yares 07, a wise choice indeed. They're going for A, but our team's flexed off A. That's good. Tiger P is pushing in for me. We've lost the first gun down. Bouncing like nope. Managing. We've taken down the Tiger P. We're gonna have this guy on the reload if the teammate doesn't come in for the kill. He's got the kill. Great. Okay, we've got A still. Let's re-establish a more dominant cap point lead if we can. Using the smoking wreck of our opponent as cover. Trying to get crossfire on this heavy. Not finding any angles. There's the AT. Not finding any angles at all. We've got the B cap though. That's good. That really puts the pressure on. There he is. A bit more damage in our favor. Is he going to look at us? I don't know what the alpha is on that, but I think it's more than I've got in terms of hit points in the bank. Is he going to push there? What's happening down there? No. He is my target. Oh, we've got them. There's nothing they can do now. High roll on a track. Oh, we take one. He might finish us. He might finish us. We hit his ammo though. Oh, we almost got another shot in. That was close. That was close. Oh, thank you, Cougar, for modding. Massively appreciated your work as always. Same to Satan, BTHF, and Dutch Punisher mods. Or the EU. Not a bad game by me on touch. I do have over 1,000 battles though. In that tank. Good work there. Good work by him. So it's and it is a bit OP, so it helps compensate for my general noobery on PC. I'm getting better. I have played like over a dozen games now on PC. I've actually managed to kind of get the feel of the controls. It still feels weird after over 30,000 games of touch on Blitz. It's an odd sensation. It doesn't feel like I'm playing the same game. There's a bit of a mental disconnect. So let's see results. Big game. Big game, lose to Raid. Both Legion teams falling short. Legion, the end of the campaign for them. They are out of the running. Commiserations to Thomas and the rest of the guys. That'll be a big disappointment for them. Raid. Just Raid through to the grand finals. Either winning that top spot to represent the EU server in Minsk, or potentially, if they lose to their... Well, they're either going to Minsk as the representatives of the EU, or they're going into the wildcard tournament. As the second place from this series will play the second place from the equivalent series on the Russian server. The winner of that match will play the winner of the top echelon tournaments between EU and RU, Russia and European server regions. So, still, Raid, win or lose, have got a shot. Well, if they win, they go through. Even if they lose second place in this tournament, still leaves people with options to go to Minsk. So basically, it's big game versus R2K, Vineyards, Dynasty's Pearl, Canyon, Winter Malinovka there. Let's have a look actually and see the previous games they've played. Big game. Losing to R2K in their encounter in round 2, 3-1. And beating R2K 3-2 in the first encounter. So Winter Malinovka there, one shared map. So new maps all round, really. Be very hard to predict the scores there. Certainly two very competent teams, but R2K, what a comeback by them, losing to Raid, putting out previously defending champions Legion, now have to face Big Game. One of these two teams coming up against Raid in the grand finals, the upper bracket. Everything to play for there. That is all from me now. It's almost 10 o'clock. So huge thank you to everyone for tuning in. I am going to end the stream here. If you are up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. CEST, please do tune in, watch the North American server games. I'll be following Pincer's Malice team as they play the condensed Pramo team in the first round, and then whoever their opponent may be in round 2, either Goldfish Reaction 2 or Pramo's Hate Us More team. So that's all from me from the European server for now. Next European server matches the second day of the grand final of the final stage, 13th October. Do stay tuned for that one. That's all from me for now. I'll leave you with some music on in the background because I am a kind human like that. And yeah, you can farm some more coins, but that's all from me. Take care. See you soon.